Oh, that one looks weird. That doesn't look like a normal goose. Its head was completely black. So as most of you probably know, the geese here in the Hunter Call the Wild are somewhat difficult to take down with the bird shot. So we've already figured out 20 gauge buckshot actually makes life a little easier, and it is for some reason ethical for the geese. So today I wanted to show you basically what I figured out to be the best loadout for hunting geese, and pretty much the best way to take a lot of them out of a single flock. And it sounds like we've got our first flock of geese coming in from somewhere, so let's start calling, try to get them coming in this way, and I'll talk about what loadout I found to be best. Since the recent patch, I found things to be a little more stable. I'm not just crashing after every goose I pick up. So I've been hunting these guys quite a bit, and basically what I've decided on is 220 gauges with buckshot and the 223, which again, for some reason is ethical. Now, I don't know if this is going to forever be a thing in this game with the 223 being ethical for geese, so I would recommend trying that out before you get a diamond, and I think that might be... yeah, I think that's a brown leucistic, which I'm starting to think are not rare, because I'm getting them a lot. This is probably my 7th one that I've had. They might just be somewhat like a uncommon fur variation, or a feather variation, I guess I should say. But yeah, I would recommend checking out that 223, make sure that it is ethical before you try to shoot a diamond goose, but we're going to try to take as many of these guys out as possible, and I'm actually not even that worried about dropping this brown leucistic in the back. It is a level 1 female. I should spot these and make sure there's nothing insane. I don't see anything too crazy, so whatever kind of lands here first, or tries to land here first, we'll try to take out. They're kind of going up the hill for once, which is somewhat abnormal, but I think that'll be okay. We should be able to take them out, so let's hop up. That's actually the rare there. That one's down. Got that one, and then we just switch shotguns, and what are you guys doing? Well, this is the first I've had this. I guess I'm going to have to kill these, because they're kind of... whoa. I'm claiming animals from inside my blind. I guess I gotta kill them because they're bugged. This is the first I've experienced that. But you saw we would have had at least 3 or 4 with the shotguns, and then with the 223, which I guess I'll show on the next flock because we're not going to be able to do it with these, it actually works really, really well. So I'll just get these guys out of here so they shut up, and we can get some more, and then wait for the next flock. Unfortunately, our rare landed upside down. I'm just going to try getting my quad out and flipping it over just to try to get a somewhat decent screenshot. Like I said, I've taken a bunch of these now, so if some kind of crazy glitch happens when I get my quad and it just flies away, I'm not even going to be that upset about it. The brown hybrids just don't seem to be that rare, or maybe it's just the amount of geese that I'm hunting, but I really don't think they're actually a full-on rare. So can we, like, flip you over somehow? That at least looks somewhat better. It's still upside down, but we'll just get a screenshot or two of that. Not looking too bad. Brown hybrid level 1 female, 4.3 trophy rating. And a nice look at those feathers. I really like this feature. This is really my favorite part of the update. Being able to see the actual animal, I think that's really nice. And it's going to be cool for like diamonds, especially antler diamonds, because so often you get them with one antler or one part of them underground. That's not going to be a problem anymore with that. At least you can see it in the kill screen. So hopefully these geese are going to be somewhat normal and actually allow us to use the 223 on them and just show how that works. And using both 20 gauges as well is really quite nice. I find that to make a huge difference for the number of geese I'm dropping per flock. And these guys are being somewhat weird where they're trying to land. I don't know. Generally, they're not doing this, but both times in this video so far, they're trying to land over there, and that's actually not the gun I want, and they're going to go, like, over my head. This is going to be somewhat awkward. Alright, there's 1, and 2. I should probably just go to the 223. I think I'll do that. And generally, I'm just staying 0 for 75 meters and just hitting them as they're flying away like that. Should be able to get this one as well. And that one is dropping. Do we have any others? There should have been one more that I think I missed out on, but not bad. As you can see, 4 out of this flock. I didn't drop 4 out of any flocks the first day that these were out. Once I've started using this 223, I find that to make life a lot easier with actually dropping them. And do I hear more? Yeah, I do. We'll hop back in the blind here. One thing that happens with this, because you can take them really far out with the 223, is that you're not going to find every goose. And I mean, that kind of happens anyway. If you hit one that gets away, generally they do end up dying and you lose your consecutive harvest for the next hunt anyway. So I don't so much mind that. And one thing that I'm really trying to get used to is reloading my guns when I get back in the blind. And actually, I don't hear those geese anymore, so maybe they were the ones that were still left from that flock flying away. But anyway, you may have noticed this is not the same field where I had my setup before, and I moved to this one because if you look on the map, although it's hard to see through all the pink, this is one of the biggest fields that there is, and it's not as good a spot as this one up in Rathenfeld. I've had more luck here with like the amount of geese, but down here the bigger field makes it nicer, because taking those long-range shots with the 223, it can be tough to find them, and I'm going to definitely struggle to find those two that we shot because they actually got out of the field a bit. But I think I had one spotted, so we should be able to at least get an idea of where they're at. Actually, we lucked out. I think they're both pretty much on the road here. They actually are. I can see the other one down there as well. So that's actually really, really lucky. But yeah, I would recommend, if you're going to use the 223, try to set up in as big a field as possible, because it's very, very difficult to find these guys while they're not glowing dead on the ground. Once that is fixed, I really don't think that's going to be an issue. I'll probably go back to my other setup, but right now I'm just using this big field as basically kind of like a safety net for geese that I can't see. It's just going to be easier to find them, and I actually missed one over there by the hay bales. I think I shot that with a shotgun. But the nice thing about this field is it's kind of hilly, so I can go up like up here, and the vegetation down here just starts to disappear, so I can see that much further and that much better to try to see any dead geese on the ground. So I just wanted to show you guys that. We'll just do some hunting now with a 223 and maybe see how many geese out of one flock we can drop, and maybe if we can get another diamond or rare. Oh, we've actually got a 4 easy in this flock, so that is a potential gold, and hopefully we can get him to circle properly. I seem to get this a lot, where some of the geese in the front are just like going way in front of the others. They just start flying really fast. I don't know if that's intentional or another one of the minor issues with the game, but obviously that's not something that really affects anything. And I think it is that one that we want. It's not. It's that one. So I'll try to keep an eye on him. He's kind of over there in the trees though, so that's not going to make life any easier. I don't even see him anymore. I guess we'll drop this guy. Maybe. Or not. I don't know where he's headed, though. Was that our level 4? What are these guys doing? Alright. We definitely found some bugs here. I'm going to have to just drop these guys as well so they can shut up, but that really was not my best display of shooting. Turns out this was our level 4, though, that landed there. I don't know. I think we could have been able to get him had he not bugged there on the ground, because he ended up coming back this way. But 856 gold, that's actually my first gold goose. I've had the diamond already, but that's the first time I've actually got gold and not a diamond. Alright, we got another flock coming down here, and they're actually coming somewhat decently. We should be able to get a good number of them here as long as we can shoot well. And they actually decided not to glitch this time, so that's nice. I think I gotta shoot over my head to get this one. And was there another one? Not really in shotgun range, so let's go with the 223 now. And try to drop a few of these. Maybe. Or just miss every single shot. What is going on? There we go. Wow, that was bad. Took 6 shots to kill 1. See if I can get one more there. Might be able to. I'll never find it, but might be able to hit it. Oh, there we go. Got 1 hit. It will go down from that. I would just like to get it down sooner so that I don't have to go as far. And, of course, it's just going to drop out of the air. So, I've got that spotted. I'm just going to take the quad and go get it, because otherwise I will never find it if I spot anything else. But that was 5 from that flock, and actually got 100% quick kill still on that. Apparently I hit one of the bones there in the back, so maybe that's the reason I got 100% on the quick kill, because I'm pretty sure you can get a straight flesh and not get 100%. I don't think I'm going to find all 5. The first one I got with a 223 managed to fly pretty far, and I don't really know where that one was, but it was a female. At least we got the male with the 223 and actually found it. Alright, so we did a bit of a blind switch. Unfortunately, we only got the 1 goose here, so let's just take that with the 20 gauge and wait for the next flock. But yeah, I think this might work better. We're getting them like coming up from where that one did and coming down above the tent, so I'm kind of thinking we're going to have a better angle from here. And I did take a bit of a break and jump off, so I might not have any consec. And where did I actually drop that goose? That will go grab and make sure. But yeah, I'm thinking that blind setup might actually be better for what we're doing here. And consec is actually okay, and a double lung shot from that buckshot, not bad. And it looks like they are going to do that again, so hopefully this blind placement is going to work in our favor. I don't remember if I reloaded. Hopefully I did. I can't actually look up that high, so that's a little bit annoying. Where's that one at? Alright, here we go. Can we get... oh, that's an actual bird. Got that one, and let's switch to the 223. We should be able to get a couple here if we're lucky. Oh, just hit that one. It will die, so I think I'm going to skip to another one. Drop that one, and there's another one up there. Spot that one, because that's going to be a tough one to find. There we go. So what was that, like 5? And we got more coming over. It looks like they have spooked already. When they start flying upwards like that, usually they've spooked. So let's just spot what happened. Oh, I got back in my blind. I'll move away from that a little bit. Generally, what I'm finding is the bigger geese are at the front. I never get, like, the biggest goose in the back of the flock. I don't know if that's just pure luck. But again, like, the biggest one was a level 2, I think, and it was up there at the front. So we'll see if we can get that. I don't see that happening, but... Oh, actually hit it. And I am all out of bullets, but it is going to die. You can see the percentage dropping there. I probably shouldn't be going for that, but why not? It's not like it really matters that much. And he is down. And of course, doing it like that, where I'm shooting them so far away with the 223, really isn't ideal with the current setup with the geese not actually highlighting dead on the ground, but hopefully that'll be fixed in the near future, and this strategy is going to be a lot more viable. But to be quite honest, if you get like a level 5 that you end up spooking or whatever, and you spot it at distance and you have that 223 equipped, it gives you a really solid chance of actually bringing it down. In this case, I had to shoot it twice, so I got no integrity, but you could see a couple of times already I've dropped them immediately with the 223, so I would definitely recommend having it on you when you're goose hunting. It just makes life so much easier when you get those long-range shots that you have to take. Alright, I moved a little bit again. I tried to get a little more so I'm actually facing where they're landing. And not having to turn as much in the blind, so hopefully that is going to help. It looks like they're going to land a little bit far away, although maybe these closer ones will be somewhat reasonable range. Actually, we might be okay. Yeah, they're kind of coming back this way. So let's grab the 20 gauge. I'm going to try to hit that one that's a little further away first. Or just miss it. Okay, got it that time, and we should be able to maybe get both of these. I would say that's a yes, and let's see how many we can get with the 223 then. Well, maybe it would help if I hit them. Wow. I was doing so much better at this earlier. Just used all of my bullets and got literally one. Let's 0 for 150 and see if we can get 1 or 2 more. We should have done much better with that flock, to be honest. There we go. And maybe 1 more? Not like I'm ever going to find these, but... can at least throw some lead at him. And there is that one down. So like I said, not going to find him. I don't know. We might eventually see retrievers in the game, and that would make shots like that obviously be a lot more reasonable, because I'm going to find 1, maybe 2 of those geese. The last one I spotted, obviously, I should find them maybe one of the others if they landed someone in the open along the way. But it's definitely, using this 223 is definitely a good way to increase the amount of geese that you're getting. And the double 20 gauge with Buckshot definitely works as well. I didn't even think of that when I did the last video on them, but having both shotguns loaded with Buckshot really, really helps. Actually, in this case, we might find all of them, or at least most of them, because they ended up being so far away that they're in a field here. Is that the other one that I spotted then, or is there one more beyond this? I think there should be one more beyond this, so that'll actually be all of them if I can find the last one. So that was somewhat lucky going over this field. We'll grab that one, and then there should be another one. Man, is it all the way in the other field? How far away was that last shot? It had to be really, really far. There's the goose right there, so we actually did find all of them. 275 meters and then 306 meters. Is it any wonder why I was missing all those shots? I terribly misjudged how far away the birds were, but that's definitely my farthest shot in a goose so far. And we've just fast traveled back and got more. I'd rather wait for these other ones, because I think these are going to land... Oh, that one's not going to stay. But we might be able to get more by waiting. So I think we might try to take these guys over top of us. It looks like they are spooking, so we better do that. Alright, got those 2, and let's actually just 0 for a sensible distance this time. And I think we hit that time at least. I didn't even mean to hit that one, but I will take it. There we go. Got another hit. That one's going to end up dying, I believe, from that shot. It is starting to drop. We'll see if we can get another hit in it. I'm guessing that's closer to 300 meters than I might realize. See if we can hit it again. Definitely not. And it's just going to die anyway. I thought I heard... Oh. We got a slow motion goose here. Time for a screenshot, maybe? See if we can drop that down one more time. And we'll hop on out of here. Where did it go? There it is. Ah! Wait. Did they fix that? It died. I had that happen earlier. I had the slow motion goose and I was shooting it to try to get a thumbnail for this video. Well, that's just really annoying. I can't even claim it, but they die now, so, I mean, at least there's that. Alright, we might be somewhat decent if we actually pull out the right gun here to get a few. Got that one. Yeah, I think this could be decent. And if we switch to the other shotgun, should be able to drop this guy. And can we get both of these with the 223? That might actually be the entire flock. Not if I shoot like that. There we go, got a hit in that one. That'll drop that one, and see if we can get this one as well. Got a hit. That will end up killing it. And there we go. So I think that was the entire flock. And what I ended up doing, by the way, waypoints are currently broken. But where that waypoint is, that's where I dropped the last long-range goose, because I didn't get to go claim those ones yet. So that is a kind of workaround for like staying in the blind and shooting more geese rather than just getting up immediately and claiming them after you drop them, because it's kind of not worth it to stay right now, because you're just going to end up losing a bunch of geese. If you do stay, just like as soon as you spot another one, you don't know where your last long-range shot goose was. But doing it with the waypoint, at least you can kind of get an idea of where it was. And actually, I should probably explain what I mean when I say waypoints are broken. You can still place them on the map, they just don't show up on your actual world. I can look around and not actually see it, unless that's a POI. Does that count as a point of interest icon? I should really check that, because I might have just completely lied about them being broken. I've got those turned off because the decoys show up. So if I do that... Oh, yeah, they're not broken. Never mind. It's just me. I just fast traveled back here, and we've actually got geese flying away, so I'm just spotting the front ones, make sure there's nothing big. Actually, I'll just spot everything, because I have no idea if that's actually true. And we'll start firing away with the 223. And once again, not doing very well. Seems like I actually have to aim pretty much right at them. There's very little, like they're not moving very far between the shot and the bullet actually getting there. We dropped a few out of there. I think I'll just let the rest of those go. I'm already having geese just all over the place that I'm never going to find, so I'll leave the rest of those. There is nothing too big anyway. Oh, we actually dropped another brown hybrid doing that. I didn't even realize. Nice. I've even stopped taking screenshots of them because I just get them incredibly often. I'm somewhat curious as well. I already asked you guys to comment about one thing, but are you guys getting a lot of the brown hybrids? Do they seem to be a little more common than like a rare? Because I've seen, I think, light gray leucistic, and I've seen bald leucistic from other people's screenshots, and like for me to have 8 brown hybrids and none of the others, I do feel like they can't really be a full-on rare, but I don't know. Maybe it's just my luck. I have no idea. So if you've had a lot of brown hybrids, I would love to know that, just to know what I'm actually getting when I shoot them. Why are these guys landing already? And oh, that one looks weird. That doesn't look like a normal goose. Ah! I can't get turned around. Help! What's going on? Are you serious? Why? Okay, wait. That one's not getting away. Its head was completely black. That didn't look right. Why is my heart rate so high, too? That one did not look normal. I don't know. It didn't... Did it just fall through the world? Something looked weird there. But I didn't see any white on its face, and I was just so not ready for them to land. I hadn't even started talking yet. It seemed like they should have circled again, and then just suddenly they landed. I really wasn't even remotely set, and then I didn't have my gun loaded. That almost turned out really, really bad, but I'm somewhat certain that that was some weird kind of rare. And actually what I think I saw was not it falling through the world, but instead it landing on this mountain and falling somewhat far down, maybe? Is it around here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that ain't normal. I almost want to get a quad. Yeah, I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to get a quad because that is not a normal goose. Alright, unfortunately, that's about as good as I've managed to get. I really cannot get a decent angle. These are not easy to maneuver by running over with a quad, but let's see what kind of rare is this. This is a melanistic goose. I did not know that that was a thing, but that is super, super cool. You can't really tell from the top at all, unless you notice the fact that there's no white on its head, but when you look underneath, the feathers are all a lot darker than normal, so that's actually really, really cool. I bet you that is actually somewhat rare, and I think we will just leave it at that. So 2 brown hybrids and a melanistic goose this hunt, plus a gold that was somewhat glitched out, although I think we probably could have got it when it actually flew over our heads. But yeah, I really hope that you guys can see how effective that 223 is and how much more effective it'll be when the geese actually glow when they hit the ground, and you can see them to actually claim all the geese that you're knocking down with that gun. But you saw there, if I didn't have the 223, that Melanistic goose was gone. And again, with the double 20 gauge buckshot, I find that to be a lot better. You can drop a couple of geese close range really quickly, and then switch to that 223 and drop as many as possible. So with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.